The authority having jurisdiction may have misapplied the requirements of National Electrical Code Section 517.32. This section specifically addresses that the standby generator dedicated to the life safety branch should not supply power to other loads beyond those essential for life safety. It doesn't explicitly prohibit loads, such as the fuel pump for day tanks, from being supplied by those day tanks themselves, provided they are also connected to the life safety branch. The authority having jurisdiction possesses the authority to interpret the National Electrical Code and apply its provisions to specific installations and circumstances. This interpretation may lead to the enforcement of requirements that go beyond the literal wording of the National Electrical Code, reflecting local needs and safety priorities. The National Electrical Code serves as a minimum standard, and the authority having jurisdiction can impose stricter requirements to enhance safety and reliability. If the authority having jurisdiction mandates that the fuel pump be connected to the life safety branch, one potential solution involves installing a transfer switch. This transfer switch would ensure that the pump receives power exclusively from the life safety branch when the generator is running. This arrangement isolates the pump's power source and prevents it from drawing power from non-essential circuits during a power outage. This ensures the generator is dedicated to life safety branch loads first and foremost. The role of the electrical contractor is to comply with the directives of the authority having jurisdiction while ensuring the installation meets all applicable codes and safety standards. If there are concerns about the authority having jurisdiction's interpretation of the National Electrical Code, it is advisable to engage in direct communication to seek clarification. Openly discussing concerns and presenting alternative solutions that maintain code compliance can lead to a mutually agreeable outcome. The National Electrical Code Section 517.32 focuses on preventing the life safety branch generator from powering non-essential loads. The authority having jurisdiction's decision might stem from a desire to guarantee a reliable fuel supply to the generators during emergency situations. The intention behind this requirement might be to ensure a continuous and uninterrupted fuel supply to the generator sets that power the life safety systems. This could reflect a concern that the hand pumps might not be adequate or reliable enough to maintain the fuel levels in the day tanks under all circumstances, particularly during extended power outages. The authority having jurisdiction might also be considering scenarios where manual operation of the hand pumps is not feasible or timely enough to prevent the generators from running out of fuel. The transfer switch would isolate the fuel pump to the life safety generator power and only life safety generator power. Compliance with the authority having jurisdiction's requirements is essential. If concerns persist, a formal appeal process or consultation with a qualified electrical engineer might be necessary to ensure a safe and code-compliant installation. It's important to document all communications with the authority having jurisdiction and maintain records of the rationale behind any decisions or deviations from standard practices. The National Electrical Code Section 517.32 subsection 3G outlines specific requirements for the life safety branch, covering various aspects such as permissible loads, wiring methods, and overcurrent protection. These subsections do not explicitly address the connection of fuel pumps to the life safety branch. The authority having jurisdiction's directive might be based on a broader interpretation of the code's intent to ensure the reliable operation of essential systems during emergencies. The authority having jurisdiction has the power to interpret the National Electrical Code and enforce requirements beyond the specific wording, considering the specific context and potential hazards of the installation. The fuel pump's connection to the life safety branch could be seen as a means of enhancing the overall reliability and resilience of the emergency power system. The National Electrical Code serves as a baseline, and the authority having jurisdiction can impose stricter requirements to address unique circumstances or local concerns. A transfer switch can be configured to automatically switch the fuel pump to the life safety branch power source upon detecting a power outage, ensuring a seamless transition without manual intervention. This automatic switching mechanism can enhance the reliability of the fuel supply system and reduce the risk of generator failure due to fuel starvation. Engaging in open communication with the authority having jurisdiction is crucial for resolving any concerns or disagreements regarding code interpretation. A collaborative approach can lead to a mutually acceptable solution that meets both the code requirements and the specific needs of the facility. It is also important to understand the specific reasoning behind the Authority Having Jurisdictions Directive. This understanding can help in developing a solution that addresses the concerns while minimizing any potential drawbacks. Consider documenting all communication with the authority having jurisdiction, including meeting minutes, email exchanges, and any written directives. This documentation can serve as a valuable record of the decision-making process and can be helpful in resolving any future disputes. The National Electrical Code is updated regularly to reflect new technologies, changing safety standards, and evolving best practices. Staying current with the latest edition of the National Electrical Code and any applicable local amendments is essential for ensuring code compliance. Furthermore, there might be additional regulations or standards that apply to emergency power systems in healthcare facilities, such as those promulgated by state or local health departments. Familiarizing oneself with these regulations is crucial for ensuring a comprehensive and compliant installation. The authority having jurisdiction may require periodic testing and maintenance of the emergency power system to verify its proper operation and reliability. This testing may include load bank testing of the generator, inspection of the transfer switches, and verification of the fuel supply system. Proper documentation of all testing and maintenance activities is essential for demonstrating compliance with applicable regulations and standards. Remember that the National Electrical Code is a minimum standard, and the authority having jurisdiction has the authority to impose stricter requirements to enhance safety and reliability. Communication and collaboration are key to ensuring a compliant and effective emergency power system. A qualified electrical engineer can provide valuable assistance in interpreting the National Electrical Code, designing compliant solutions, and communicating with the authority having jurisdiction. It's important to remember that the primary goal is to ensure the safety and well-being of patients and staff in the event of a power outage. By working together and adhering to the applicable codes and standards, this goal can be achieved. Remember to consult the latest edition of the National Electrical Code and any applicable local amendments for the most up-to-date requirements. Firstly, verify the specific requirements of the National Electrical Code Section 517.32 and any related sections pertaining to emergency power systems in healthcare facilities. Secondly, carefully review the Authority Having Jurisdictions Directive and understand the rationale behind their requirement for connecting the fuel pump to the life safety branch. Thirdly, consider the potential implications of this connection, such as the impact on the life safety branch generator's capacity and the overall reliability of the emergency power system. Fourthly, explore alternative solutions that address the authority having jurisdiction's concerns while minimizing any potential drawbacks, such as the use of a transfer switch or a separate fuel supply system for the life safety generators. Fifthly, communicate openly and collaboratively with the authority having jurisdiction to discuss your concerns and propose alternative solutions. Sixthly, document all communications and decisions related to the project, including meeting minutes, email exchanges, and any written directives from the authority having jurisdiction. Seventhly, engage a qualified electrical engineer to provide expert advice and assistance in interpreting the National Electrical Code, designing compliant solutions, and communicating with the authority having jurisdiction. Eighthly, ensure that all work is performed by qualified and licensed electrical contractors in accordance with applicable codes and standards. Ninthly, thoroughly test and commission the emergency power system to verify its proper operation and compliance with all requirements. Tenthly, maintain accurate records of all testing, maintenance, and repairs performed on the emergency power system.